In this video, I want to talk about the notion of intermediate components. So, intermediate components is another notion that is discussed in by the FASB and SFAC 6, elements of a financial statement. And in paragraph 77 on page 47 of FSAC 6, the FASB explains, examples of intermediate components in business enterprises are gross margin, income from continuing operations before taxes, income from continuing operations, and operating income. Those intermediate components are in effect subtotals of comprehensive income and often of one another in the same blah, blah, blah. So you can read that. What they're saying is that financial statements are not forms. So in SFAC 6, on the income statement, there are 5 concepts that are defined: revenues, expenses, gains, losses, and comprehensive income. So you will have, you notice that all 3 of these statements have net income, loss, net income, loss, or net loss income, net income before continuing or before non-controlling interest. So they all have the common total, which would be comprehensive income. So we're not showing comprehensive income here. Each of these, I don't want to get into that, but basically the total of the income statement is the same: net income, loss, and they also all have net tax expense or income tax expense benefit, and they all have income loss before taxes. But the line items before that are all different. So in the first one is on the left is a multi-step income statement where we report revenues, cost of revenues, gross profit, and you have the subtotal gross profit. You report total operating expenses, and you report loss from operations. In the middle one, single-step income statement, you have revenues, basically in this sales. There is no total for even total expenses, but then you have income from operations before taxes. The third one is a completely different format. That's basically a bank's financial statement. It's interest-based reporting. The point is, financial statements are not forms. You can take those 4 concepts, revenues, expenses, gains, and losses, and break those out in different ways, and that's how you create an income statement. So another way to look at it is like this. So here is a tree. So let's just pretend that that tree represents a financial statement. So here you have a whole bunch of trees. But that's not what financial reports actually look like. They're not all the same looking tree. They more look like this. There's different types of trees. And you can organize those trees into patterns and look at the individual patterns, and you can leverage those patterns. So a pattern is any form of correlation between the states of elements within a system. All systems have patterns. So if you look at financial reports, this is an analysis of basically every public company that reports to the SEC. I looked at their balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement, and you see patterns. So 98% of all companies report using 3 balance sheet patterns. The vast majority uses a classified balance sheet. The second most is an unclassified or order of liquidity balance sheet, and a third is an alternative form of classified balance sheet where they break out a total for fixed assets in addition to non-current assets. In the cash flow statement, The only difference between cash flow statements at a high level is some companies report exchange gains within the net cash flow roll-up, and some companies report it in the roll forward of cash and cash equivalents. Income statements have more variability. 85% of all income statements, though, fit into eight patterns. And there are another, I don't know, it's about another 8% that fit into, I don't remember how many there were, but I think another 10 or 20 patterns. So basically about 92% of all U.S. GAAP financial reports fit into about 20 patterns of income statements. So that still leaves a little bit. You have to still find the patterns of those statements, but they also have patterns. You have to follow the accounting equation. You have to follow the elements of a financial statement. You can organize them a little bit differently in your report, but there are patterns. So that is what the FASB is talking about with their notion of intermediate components. Financial statements are not forms. So I'm going to stop here for this video, and I'll see you in another video.